you guys hear me in the back?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do my poem. It's called Life Around Here. When I lost faith, I lost self. Who am I? This week I inhaled a stranger's resist I because I do what I gotta do to get by, even if inside I have to deny the truth.
The idea for the Poetry Slam in Hilltop came about as part of the Preservation Month in May, and we were approached by the city's preservation office to put on an event that highlighted some of the historical and, I guess, present aspects of the Hilltop neighborhood, using youth poetry as a kind of vehicle for that.
A big kid pushed between towers of muscle. Middle school was hell, high school even worse. No way to hide the weight, it became a curse. He didn't go.
So Poetry Slam generally is a poetry competition where you have 5 judges who rate poems between 0 and 10. We ask 5 people who generally don't need to know anything about poetry. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, it doesn't really matter. The idea is that whatever they find interesting about the poem is what they ascribe the score to.
This is the way I feel. No one can tell you the way I feel. So numb, but these stories are so real. In this life you spin your wheel. So real, so real.
Because it's representing Historic Preservation Month, for me, as I was working on this, I really was thinking about a lot of the community that's kind of being erased from the Hilltop right now. There's a big boom in our economy. We have a lot of new people moving in and some gentrification happening, and because of that, there are a lot of other community members that are leaving, a lot of businesses that are closing down while others open up.
I'd like to welcome the rest of the world to my block. A block where between the hours of sunrise and sunfall, we play dodgeball with gunshots. See, on this block, you can become a lost soul for standing in the wrong spot.
Part of it, for me, was also about hearing the stories that young people might say about the streets that they grew up on, the streets that they remember, and not just preserving what's here, but also preserving what was a part of the past and what's gone now.
With everything that my family's gone through, I don't know who to be happy for, me or them or everything or everyone, and it's hard to be happy for everyone when everything is changing.
I felt moved. I just felt really excited to see as many poets as we had standing up there, feeling confident, and once they got into it, it just kind of took over. Surprised also, you know, you never know what you're going to hear, and there is a lot of variation, a lot of depth. Overall, just completely moved and excited for the future.
But I was really, really impressed with the quality of the work, and I think I wasn't the only one. I think there were other people in that space who were really moved by at least one of the poems that they heard. And I know myself by many of them, and I was really stoked at the end. I thought the kids were really on point. Yeah, really solid poets.
I promise you that you will lose yourself before you ever lose the weight. And you will be weighed down by the beauty that you think you will gain. And I want to shake you, to make you see the error of your ways. But I'm afraid that if I do, I will break you.
What we like to say at the City of Destiny Poetry Slams at Louder Than a Bomb, and generally in youth slams, is that the point is not the point is the poetry, because we don't want to overemphasize a competition, because we don't really think that poets competing against one another is that interesting. It's really kind of dumb, frankly, but like the idea of getting people into the room together is really the goal. So we emphasize over and over again that the competition doesn't matter. And yeah, there are prizes, but I don't think anyone really left that evening feeling bad that they lost. I think everybody left that night feeling really glad that they came, and I think that's important.
Live and learn, it's a lesson taught. Through the stress you caused me my buttons and you pressed them hard. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm better off to face it. My heart was just a game, you ripped my chest apart to play it. And if home is where the heart is, well then you used to be the roof over my head.
Just coming from a self-expression standpoint and working with young people, I know, and working with people who are experiencing homelessness also, I get to hear so many stories every day that don't really touch the light of day. And I recognize that there are so many assumptions about a lot of the young people that I've worked with and that I get to spend time with on a regular basis, and those assumptions are pretty off. And so I love the idea of just being able to see young people get up on the mic and share whatever their story it is, whether it's poetry or just journal entry. You know, I want them to be able to get up and feel proud of their story and share it so that other people can stop making assumptions about them and support them for who they are right now in this moment.